Welcome to Football with Cheese. So in this video, we're going to discuss the trade that sent DJ Moore from the Chicago Bears to the Buffalo Bills, what it means for both teams, and why this is probably the least surprising trade that you'll see in the offseason. It just makes sense. But first, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for notification so you never miss one of my videos. The value of the pick between moving down from the second and fifth round is about an early third round pick. So that's the value that the Bears got. The Bills will be guaranteeing $15.5 million of his 2028 salary. The total is $23.5 million, so about 2/3 of it. And Moore's base salary in 2026 and 2027 is also guaranteed. Wow, Drew Rosenhaus is the agent. Very good job with that contract. Now, DJ Moore will turn 29 on April 14th. Now, Moore will be familiar with the offense because Joe Brady, the head coach of the Bills, was offensive coordinator of the Carolina Panthers in 2020 and 2021 when Moore was a Panther. He was traded from the Panthers to the Bears in the deal that saw the Panthers move up to select Bryce Young first overall in the draft. And instantly, DJ Moore was a success with the Bears. Justin Fields was a quarterback back then. Instant chemistry. Moore had over 1,300 yards and 8 touchdowns in his first season with the Bears. However, the last 2 seasons haven't gone as smoothly. For some reason, he just does not have as much chemistry with Caleb Williams. He's likely not the only one. But the Buffalo Bills, let's talk about them first. No team needed a wide receiver more than the Bills. Since they traded Stephon Diggs, it's been a huge issue. You have Khalil Shakir in the slot, but they needed 2 outside receivers. Now they have one in DJ Moore, but they still need another. They have a very good tight end group. Dalton Kincaid had a very good season. You have the underrated Dawson Knox, and Jackson Halls was a very good find in the 5th round. So the tight end group is great. Like I said, still need another receiver. They could go after a veteran like a Romeo Doubs, maybe a Brandon Ayuk, but more than likely, I think they will draft a young guy to go along with Shakir and Moore, the veterans. Maybe in round 1, maybe a Denzel Boston, or maybe in round 3 or 4, because there is some depth at the position. The pick they sent to the Bears was a 60th overall. Very unlikely you get a rookie that will put up the production that DJ Moore did. So this trade, like I said, makes a lot of sense for Buffalo. The one thing I don't love if I'm a Bills fan is how much money they took on, and their cap situation already isn't great. They are over the cap. So look for some cuts and probably a lot of restructures to get under the cap. Now, they'll have to get creative if they want to go after some free agents. I just think they're going to prioritize their free agent offensive linemen because they have 2 starters that are free agents rather than wide receiver. It's possible. But like I said, they've got to get creative with the cap to be able to do that. Now, Moore, like I said, had his best seasons in 2020 through 2022. He is 29. So you're probably not going to get that production, but I think that's okay. You have Josh Allen. You have good tight ends. You have Khalil Shakir. He'll spread around. Probably going to draft a rookie wide receiver. But the Bills had to do this, and he is the best receiving option on their team. Now let's talk about from the Bears' perspective. They save a ton of money on their cap, and they needed to do it because they were over the cap to start the season. DJ Moore likely would have been the 4th option in a crowded and young, talented group. In the last 2 years, they used a 1st-round pick on Rome Odunze, wide receiver, a 1st-round pick on a tight end, Colson Loveland, and another wide receiver, Luther Burden, was a 2nd-round pick last year. That's a lot of draft capital, and more than likely, DJ Moore would have been behind those guys, even though he's still a very good player. Plus, like we saw this past year, head coach Ben Johnson likes to run the ball, and he really improved the running game. And this was rumored that they were talking to teams about DJ Moore. I honestly thought the Raiders were the favorite because they had the cap room, but more than likely he really wanted to go to the Bills and not the Raiders because he wanted to go to a contender. The Bears now have 2 second-round picks and 3 top 60 picks, and they need a ton of help on defense, let's be honest. They need safeties, they need linebackers, they need defensive tackles, they need edge rushers, everything basically on defense. So I like this move for both teams. It just makes a ton of sense. The Bills need a wide receiver. The Bears need more help on defense and now have 3 top 60 picks. If you enjoyed this, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Really helps out the channel. Me and Mike, we do the Lights Out podcast every Tuesday night, 8 Eastern to 5 Pacific. Link in the description. And we're going to do a special NFL free agent preview this Sunday, same time, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Once again, link in the description, so make sure you come check that out. Share this with anyone who loves football. I cover all 32 teams on this channel. Check this video out if you have not, and I'll see you in the next one.